will take it from the 30. All right, Tom, break it down for us. What happened there?
Yeah, just great high IQ football here. You got Dak Prescott here at the line of scrimmage. He sees the all-out blitz from Schwartz's defense, and he changes the play. Lets everybody know, okay, I got pressure. Signals to the receiver. We're going to run this three-man combination. They actually don't handle the blitz very well. Thornhill's expecting the ball to come out quick. He's got no help to the corner. He just lays it up there for an easy touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like they're talking about the communication, and Prescott just laid it out there.
That's hard communication for secondary. They get out there and they think that ball's coming out quick. It doesn't come out quick.
Right.
And that's what the risk reward of playing that defense.
By the way, you didn't hear the call, but it's a legal formation on Cleveland, so they start this drive at the 25, not the 30. And another penalty. And maybe
false start. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, that's already 5 penalties on the ground from the 30. That's the second one. Dewan not again getting the start for Nick Conklin.
But you know,
I wonder if you're Kevin Stefanski, how does that change how you call the game with both of your tackles out?
I think it's very difficult to call the game when you're going backwards. And when you're thinking about this defense and the challenges to tackle, you've got to stay ahead of the down and distance. You start getting behind, making these must-pass situations get really tough.
So they go on the ground here, try to get Ford going, and he gets swallowed up whole. Just nowhere to go. There's Eric Kendricks, the former Minnesota Viking, who comes here to be reunited with Mike Zimmer, and he makes a big tackle.
Just get the pulling guard there, and Teller comes up, makes a good block, but they just can't get to Kendricks.
Yeah,
Zimmer feels a lot of comfort having him back in the defense. He's a really great communicator. He's been in this scheme. He blitzes, he covers, he tackles. He's a terrific player.
Second and long. Watson underneath has a connection. It's Jerry Jeudy who makes the catch. So Jeudy coming over in the offseason from Denver in a trade, looking to add something to this offense. He's got his first catch as a Brown. It brings up 3rd down and long.
Again, some of those penalties early in the drive from Jones with the false start. It's just, again, it's hard to gain 10 yards in the NFL. It's really hard to gain 15 yards. Very, very difficult to gain 20 yards. So going backwards, these penalties, we got to clean this up. There's Micah.
Yeah, working on that left side. Blocked up, jumping underneath 4. He's got a way to go. Head down. He's not going to get there. Stacked up. Going to be about 3 yards short of a first down. The Cowboys played it well.
Just a good example here of Parsons lining up in different locations. Interior defensive lineman going on Teller, and they know where he's at on every play. They got a plan. But again, those long yard situations, you know you're going to not hold it forever. You check it down in 3rd and 9 and just can't gain enough to get the first down.
So Corey Bojorquez will punt it away for Cleveland. Booming kick. Here's Turpin. Way back. Lets it go over his head. And takes a Cleveland bounce. They're going to down it so well under wraps. It's great to have you too, TB, as the Cowboys have started off. And the short run to the left side. And so we'll bring up a 2nd down there. There's Elliott in the game, kind of rotating backs right now. You know, Tom, with their offensive line, you see Cooper Beebe played. Cooper Beebe, as Aaron said earlier, has never played center. And he's a center in the NFL on opening week.
And it surprised that when we saw those snaps of him snapping to his mom out there in preparation for it. It's not an easy task.
Here's Prescott on the boot. That's Jake Ferguson involved. Ferguson guys and zips up across the 16. Aaron, what is this snapping situation? We've done a good job.
Hey, Mom, the more you can do.
That's amazing. 3rd and 3 here. They're going to give on the ground to Elliott. Big hole, and he's got a first down. Up to the 25 is Elliott back in Dallas. And I got to say, Elliott wearing 15 is just weird. I'm sorry. I mean, were you ever TB8? You were 12.
I know. 21 for all those years. It's hard to look down to see him, but he still looks like he's the same runner. He's jumping over guys down there on the sideline, and that. What a great player he's been since coming into this league. They love having him back here and his leadership.
Get it to him again. Elliott stepping forward for a short game. Played well by Tomlinson. Yeah, Kalen Carson, the rookie, we saw him make a nice play, the cornerback for Dallas. He's now number 21. So not only is Carson taking Zeke's number, he's taking Deion Sanders' number. I mean, no pressure as a rookie cornerback. My goodness.
I know, no pressure. Get out there and play like prime time. Say, Coach, at least give me a couple games in.
Anyway, second and 9.
Man-to-man coverage.
Prescott thrives against that and does here. In stride, Lamb upended, but he's got a first down. To your point, nobody better against man-to-man than Dak Prescott last year.
Dak was phenomenal against man. And why is he phenomenal against man? It's one thing to throw it, it's another thing to catch it. And CD is exceptional against man coverage too, is what you saw there. Just an inside slant, catches it in traffic. Not a lot of receivers from the perimeter like going in there. CD doesn't mind it.
Here we go.
Prescott zips it into Lamb again on the slat, and Lamb just hands like glue up to the 41 as Emerson was all. You didn't care, obviously, look at your career, but was man easier than zone, vice versa? Did it matter to you?
It's just a little risk reward with man zone, both offensively and defensively. If you can single someone and make a great throw and you complete it, that one guy's got to get your guy down. There's technically more yards to gain there, which is what does CD. When he catches it in space against man, he gets a lot of yards.
Blitz coming. Prescott, it's picked up. Goes to CD Lamb. It is incomplete. Nicely played by Denzel Ward again.
So a little pressure there on Dak, and you get a play action fake. Zeke does a good job stepping up and hitting Delpit, but doesn't allow Dak to really step into that ball, doesn't get quite as much on it. And those throws to the perimeter of the field, you got to really drive those things or they could go the other way. That was a little bit lucky there for Dak, that wasn't a pick going the other way.
3rd and 5, they roll him out and misfires. Yeah, Brandon Cooks out there, could not connect, and the Browns will get it back.
That's the one you got to hit. You get him out there on the perimeter and he's open, and again, you're dealing with the D-line all day, and some of these calls on 3rd down, you go, okay, I don't want to deal with the D-line. How can I just not make them really impact the play? Let's just run a sprint pass to the right, create a little space. We don't have to worry about who holds up in protection, but when you get it, you got to hit it.
Myles Garrett going off the field. Hopefully okay. Looked a little slow there, but should be fine. Punting situation. Here's Anger. Darden with a big one earlier from the 8. Jalen Darden up to the back, and that includes Deshaun Watson, who's trying to prove himself in his 3rd year here in Cleveland. He'll start from deep in his own territory. Pressure from Parsons, in trouble, slips away, breaks another, gets hit, and nearly intercepted as Kalen Carson had his hands on it.
Well, you try to run these bootlegs, but when you run them at Parsons and he sees it, he's going to disrupt that play, and I haven't seen many quarterbacks get out of his grasp, but again, not enough on that throw. Carson gets his... Got to be careful sometimes when you're the quarterback and you get that play disrupted, the timing's off. Again, you don't ever want to see the defense touch the ball. Gets away with a little bit of a luck. Well, you try to... Parsons, and he sees... I haven't seen many quarterbacks get out of his grasp, but...
The Joku had it.
Parsons again. Might get a chip here.
He likes that side today. Pressure again. Watson steps up. Here comes Parsons, and he gets home. He didn't get a chip.
Wow. Got a chip and beat it. This guy deals with more double teams than anyone. Gets the chip. Jones got him, but he's just too athletic to get underneath Teller to the middle of the pocket. This is what you deal with when you're a great rusher. And the only way to overcome that is with relentless pursuit, high. Get 2 on you, you know what? Put 2 on me, it doesn't matter. Quarterback.
Lawrence. So now it's Bojorquez punting from his own goal line here. Who had it. Final seconds of this first quarter.
Turpin. Come that is with...
Trying to Tries to get to the edge, gets a good block. Penalty flies, couple penalties too. As he's out of bounds as time expires in this first quarter. See what the penalties are. Israel Mukwamu shaking his head. That usually doesn't lead to good things. Let's hear from Cleats.
During the return, holding receiving team number 24. The 10-yard penalty.
Cowboys up 7-3 to start the second. And they get on the ground with Rico Dowdle. And a short gain there. So, Tom, this Browns defense, #1 in the NFL last year, as we told you, with Jim Schwartz. It obviously all starts with Myles Garrett, and you notice that he's moving around a little bit today.
Yeah, he's been on the offensive right. He's been the offensive left. It's just one of the advantages of these off seasons. You say, God, where's he going to line up? Well, let's challenge the offense. Let's make him find him. Now he's back up here on the top, but they're rotating him quite a few times this game.
Up on the rookie that time, who beats him. Ball is out. And it is recovered by Dallas. Myles Garrett punched it out on your cue, but
you not go backwards. It's hard enough to go forward, but to go backwards and lose 4 yards on this play, to get sacked. There's Micah, another long yardage situation. Looks like he's going to get a chip.
Watson sees it, comes underneath the Njoku, makes the catch. And a great open field tackle that time by Jordan Lewis. And he stopped short of the first down. We've got to win in the regular season under Mike McCarthy. Can they go farther? That's really the big question for the Cowboys. As here is Prescott. Sliding away from pressure, loads up, going deep. He's got CeeDee Lamb. It is incomplete. The ball kind of hung up there for a minute. And Emerson and Ward had a chance to recover.
Good things about this play call, just escape in the pocket to give himself time. But they lose CeeDee Lamb down the field and just not quite enough on it, but looks like his arm might have been tugged a little early. It's hard to get behind this Cleveland Brown defense. They didn't give up many big plays last year. The Dallas Cowboys completed a lot of them. It's one they wish they would have hit.
Sling it out to Elliott here. Gets a good block, and Elliott surging forward, and then hard try. There we go. Forward the pile goes to move it for a first down.
I love that play call. Give it to the big fella.
When it works, it's great.
Well, take it when it's out. Try to get CeeDee down the field. A little flare pass to Zeke. It's a good way to handle these great pass rushers.
Lamb, jet sweep. Nice little maneuver. Lamb, first down more. Gosh, he's so smooth. A couple really nifty moves there to pick up the first down.
So much of this game plan is how do you slow Myles Garrett down, and they've got eyes on him. They run the play away, and you get such an athletic receiver in CeeDee Lamb who, when you give it to him, you know he's going to make people miss. And it's one way to avoid the defensive line is those jet sweeps, get him around the corner. You don't have to run inside, get him out of space, let him make yards.
Yeah, Elliott on the carry, pushing the pile forward. You know, it's interesting talking to Mike McCarthy this week. He said, look, I've obviously Guyton the rookie's out there. If Tyron Smith, who's now on the Jets, who's a Hall of Fame caliber player, was out there, I'd still be helping. And he said, to me, Garrett's so good, but the importance of helping him at home is even greater. Why?
Well, the communication in pass situations, when you have 70,000 fans that are screaming, everyone's looking inside at the ball, and so is Garrett. And so is the tackle. Guyton, they've got to get off. That's it. Here's around the corner.
And it comes around. Boy, he almost got that one, but Prescott gets it away. It is Lipke, the fullback, who slides forward. Yeah, so Garrett has a little advantage jumping at home, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, he's just jumping the cadence. And again, this power just rips through the arm of the tackle. Guyton there, and he just barely gets it off. And this you're talking about fractions of seconds of releasing that ball. And you feel that as a quarterback. Believe me, every time Dak drops back, he's thinking, get the ball out of my hands. That timing of the pass game is speeding up for him. Now they got a lot of bodies inside there.
3rd and 1. Oh, big scene for Dowdle. He's got an easy first
to it, and he's thinking about play, but that coach
he went back up
in the middle there.
Oh, 1st and 10. Prescott keeps it, has a lot of time. Zings in, and he's got it.
Here we go!
Jalen Brooks who makes a catch, has a
cadence, and again, this.
Ninth play of this drive. This time rolling away from Garrett. It's throw it and has a completion there. Down around the 15. It's Cooks that time. So all these little nuances that you're talking about, just trying to get out of there from 95.
Well, you just go into the game as the quarterback, as the play caller, and you say, I just don't want to drop back and be a sitting duck in the middle of the pocket. Coach, keep me on the move. Get me out of the pocket. Let me see the field. And those are just called breather plays. You want a few breathers, and that's a good example right there. He's not dealing with Garrett on that pass play. You're avoiding the defensive line. Get it out there and let your guys make some plays.
Pressure. Prescott set up a screen. Oh, this could work. Elliott makes a great move. Elliott inside the 10. He's got a 1st and goal. Thornhill on the stop, but not before Ezekiel Elliott made the play and picked up the 1st down.
Just a good screen play and good execution, too. Trying to drift in the pocket down. Sometimes I have a lot of fear thinking about rolling the ball up in the air over the
year last year in his rookie year.
That was a nice half. Drop it down.
Penalty flag. Prescott steps up.
Quarterback
taken down. And we'll see what the flag is.
Offside. Defense number 95. Lined up in the neutral zone. And he's half the distance to the goal line. Replay 1st down.
It's funny, you talked about him having the advantage at home, just a little bit too overzealous that time for Garrett.
You don't need to go that far. You already beat everybody off the line on that little burst move you got, but.
So, Tom, it's interesting. You know, Cowboys, part of the reason they brought back Ezekiel Elliott is they had some issues in the red zone last year, and this is honestly what he does best.
Yeah, so good down there. Every offense wants to run it in, but he's a good pass catcher, too. So, Cleveland struggled to keep people out of the red zone once they got in.
Elliott's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
There. Great drive there by the Cowboys.
That was a nice drive. 11 plays, 78 yards with Elliott punching it in back in Dallas, and Aubrey's at right tackle for Cleveland. It's Jermaine Urfetti in on this play. Watson lets it zip, and that is, near nobody. Incomplete. Kalen Carson for the Cowboys, the nearest receiver. Parsons has been an absolute nightmare this game.
Well, he's just obviously no one-on-ones, and that's kind of, it is one-on-one with the tackle. He gets the chip, but just too athletic. If you're the running back, you got to get more presence than that. That's just not enough. You got to slow him down. You can't kind of eject him into the tackle, stop his rush, make him restart, then give him to the Jones to right tackle. But if it's just going to be a little friendly hand and let him go, it's going to be too tough for Jones to handle him.
Parsons lined up top of your little screen right here on this 3rd and long. Watson quick throw just to get rid of it. Has a completion more, and he is bouncing around trying to make something happen. Penalty from the secondary. There's no penalty is. And some early boo birds from the crowd here at home. Quick throw just.
Holding, offense number 19. Penalties decline. Brings up 4th down.
They called it on Cedric Tillman. Out here on Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little hold, but then I think this Cleveland offense just isn't producing much on early down. So you have 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, and it's just too hard against this pass rush because they've got to protect. Not enough distribution in the pass game. Just makes it tough when you get in these 3rd and longs. 5 now and been longer than 3rd and 8.
Pressure on Bojorquez as he gets it away. Shorter punt this time, and that's what Dallas has done offensively so far.
I just love the way Mike McCarthy's been calling this game. He's just not letting Garrett back on the move a little bit. Some of those jet sweeps. Really good just keeping things off balance and staying ahead of the down and distance.
There's Prescott. Has some time.
He's been calling this.
Far side. Cooks has a sliding catch. He had the touchdown catch earlier. And he's got a 1st down for Dallas. You know, I wasn't sure with you coming in the booth. I made sure I did my hair real nice. I figured there'd be some more on cameras with you here today. You know, just a hunch.
Hey, well, just more we could do up here to provide the fan experience. I do what they tell me. Understand that. I'm still a rookie in here. This is.
Here we go. True weave. True weave. True weave.
Here is Dowd, a little stutter step. Dak Prescott, big day for him, Aaron Andrews.
Yeah, Kev, you mentioned that they reached that agreement this morning. It was actually at 11 a.m. today, so that puppy came down to the wire. I sat with Dak on Tuesday, and before my interview, he was in with Jerry Jones for quite some time. Thought it was going to be done sooner, but who cares? It got done, and as Dak told me, I just want to be a Cowboy for life, and he got it with a lot of money.
Yeah, well, he is wearing that helmet. Certainly comes with it a lot of pressure, right? And coming off his best year last year. Good for Prescott, has fallen in the game for the first time. But Tom, you talked about it in the open of the game. Pressure today, but really the one thing Dak hasn't done is win in the postseason. So what's that pressure going to be like just going forward? Is it more so now that he signed the deal?
Yeah, I think it's Dak. Obviously, we can always point to one player. To me, it's an organizational thing. You're 2-5 since Dak's been there, and defense didn't perform well last year in the playoff game. The offense didn't perform well. The special teams didn't. Everyone's looking at themselves. So organizationally, they got to improve in those big moments, and it does start with the quarterback, and I know Dak knows he's got to improve that as well.
Blitz coming, gets rid of it. What a catch by Cooks, but he had to slide down, and he's tapped down there by Thornhill. Ford, and he slides through up to the playoffs a couple times. Got in there last year with 5 quarterbacks. Now looking to take the next step. Today, he's looking for some kind of offense.
Yeah.
Going to run it to Ford. Left side penalties, multiple. So this looks to be coming back as Ford is a good effort. But that is going to be a hold.
Holding. Offense number 85. It's second down.
Well, this Browns offense got a change this year. Ken Dorsey, former Bills offensive coordinator with the Panthers as well, coming in replacing Alex Van Pelt. It's Kevin Stefanski calling the plays.
85.
They just try to change up the look and make the offense a little different, a little better for Deshaun Watson.
Well, Dorsey's had some experience with these mobile passers in Cam Newton at Carolina and Josh Allen in Buffalo, and they brought him in, and they want Deshaun to regain that form he had in Houston. And today they've just gone backwards too much. Another holding penalty, long yardage again, dealing with Parsons here at the top of the screen.
Watson tipped in the air, and that's intercepted by Kendricks. An easy one for this Dallas D as Eric Kendricks has his first interception as a Cowboy. And guess who got it? Parsons tipped it in the air.
Well, they're pressuring with Kendricks. The tackle's got to come down, and it leaves one of the most athletic players in the NFL just to stare down Watson and time his jump. And once that ball's up there, you got all those Cowboy defenders tracking it down. And Kendricks, one of the dependable, consistent players that's played in this Zimmer scheme, is going to be the beneficiary of some of these incredible plays. So, again, that holding penalty is way more than just a 10-yard thing. It just sets them back, puts you in a situation you want to be in. Now you got Parsons making plays, and it just snowballs from there.
Now, Cowboys in great shape. Going to hand it off to Elliott, who gets boxed at the 20. 14, all 3 timeouts here.